Greetings and hello. My name is Todd Akers and I'm with Akers Network Technologies. This is the first of what I hope will be several to come informational videos that might be helpful to you and your business. First, I would like to show you something important. It's called BCDR, Business Continuity and Disaster Recovery. No worries. This is not intended to be a highly technical, informational subject at all. As a business, you will understand the dollars and cents that I'm about to show you and what this means to you. The truth is, disaster will happen, and it's not so much if, but when. Will you be ready when it does? How much data can you afford to lose? How much downtime can you afford? As a business, we try to avoid risk and loss because the costs can be devastating. BCDR is a tool to manage the risk of excessive downtime and data loss. A plan like this should be a part of any business, large or small. I ask 3 questions for consideration. First one, will you be ready? If you have a plan, then you've already taken an important step, but are you sure that it's a good plan? Question 2, how much data can you afford to lose? Suppose you're hit with ransomware. Most places perform routine backups, usually about once a day, and this leaves 23 hours or so as a gap. Question 3, how much downtime can you afford? Suppose you're hit with ransomware. You have backups. You thought they were good because, after all, backup report said that it was good, but are you sure? Can't tell you how many times I've found that it wasn't. It's never a good thing. What would the consequences be if they are not? The truth is, if you rely on a backup report that indicates that the process was complete, you run the risk of finding out that the data was corrupt, incomplete, or just not there at all. Completely gone. It happens all the time. So, okay, that was a worst case scenario, but it has happened, and when it does, about 60% of businesses close their doors forever, never to return. So let's take a better case scenario. And the question is, can we calculate the impact and cost? And the answer is yes, we can. Suppose you suffer the same ransomware attack, and it takes 2 days to clean all the desktops, laptops, and servers. A good backup does exist that is complete and verified, but it's 4 days old. And it could be a number of reasons why that would be. We could be trying to recover on a Friday, and it could be that the ransomware was active on your backup data was infected going 2 days back. So you had to go back even further to find a clean backup that's not infected. So we can generate a report now that can calculate what the approximate cost would be to you as a business. To do our calculations, we need to know some numbers. These, in this case, are hypothetical, so the real numbers will be different. Every business is unique, so we're just trying to get a ballpark idea of what's happening here. So we start with the age and hours of our good backup. In this scenario, it's 4 days or 96 hours. Next, we need to know how many hours we can afford to lose. Well, really, in this case, we don't have any choice. We're stuck with 96 hours of lost information. There's nothing we can do about that. Now we need to know how much data we need to recover in gigabytes. And we'll say it's small, just 250 gigs. And for a business of any size, that's very small. Now we plug in the frequency between the backups. which is 24 hours in this case. So how long will it take to initiate the recovery process? Well, we know it took 2 days to clean up the server and workstations and laptops, so we're going to say 48 hours. Now we need to factor in downtime and recovery costs. We need to know how many employees are affected. For this example, we'll just say there's 25 employees, and the average hourly wage is around $25 an hour. We're almost there with collecting the data that we need for our report. We need 2 more things. First, what is the revenue per hour generated by these employees? And this is a conservative number. We'll say that it's $3,000 an hour. It's what these employees produce for the company in revenue. Finally, the last number. What is the average hourly overhead of an employee using critical systems? And we'll say it's $25, but in reality, it's probably much more than that. Now, I think you would agree that these numbers are very conservative, and obviously because this is all hypothetical, it wouldn't apply directly to you, but it just gives you an idea of the kind of revenue that could be lost as a result of a disaster such as this. So we have a number now that represents our loss, and in this scenario, the cost in dollars and cents would be about $176,000. It's pretty substantial. It's very expensive and completely avoidable. There are some things here that we didn't factor into our analysis, and they would be very hard to put a price tag on. And those things are just as important, if not more important. Things like your reputation as a business, your relationship with your customers. These things are going to receive a black eye, more than likely. Not a good thing at all. Now, I mentioned that this was all avoidable, and it is to a degree. There are 2 things that can be drastically reduced in scope. First would be the recovery time. Snapshots of your data can be securely stored every hour, thereby reducing data loss. Restores can happen very quickly with a local repository of backup images. In the 21 years that I've worked in this industry, I've had to tell customers everything was lost to either a virus or a hardware failure. It's heartbreaking. There's nothing worse for me than have to do that. There are ways to avoid this risk, and I would be excited to share them with you. Again, I want to reiterate that it's not really a question of if it will happen, but when. The risks are real. If you're not sure you're ready, if you don't have a plan, then let me show you a solution that I believe in so much that I use it myself to protect my business. It costs you nothing to find out, and you have everything to gain. I've worked with this particular product over the last 7 years. It's never let me down. I've always been able to successfully and quickly restore data for all of my customers. The support for the product is exceptional. I can't say that enough. Everything with this product is made in the USA. All the support is here in the USA, and it is awesome. At Acres Network Technologies, we provide solutions that you can rely on. We make technology work for you. If you're interested in dependable solutions and services, please call the Ant at area code 903-505-8121 or visit us on our website. You'll find us at calltheant.com. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.